Um, Good evening, guys, and good morning to those that will watch this in the morning, and good afternoon to those that will watch this in the afternoon. My name is Trevor Hlungwane, and we had a class during the week, and I promised that I'll record a class so that you guys can catch up on. We had a technical glitch, so we couldn't really go ahead with the class. So I've put this together to help you guys prepare for assignment one. Like I said, the name of the module is Understanding the Media, or DPR1507, and I hope that we'll have the best time as we go by. So the focus of this assessment, the focus of this class is to give you a bit of an understanding of what we have on learning unit 1 and 2, but also to prepare you guys for the assignment. And I said that you guys are expected to apply your minds when responding to questions, and I said it is not enough to just copy the responses from the reading material and give it to me, because we expect that you guys will interact with the material, but also go beyond that and just answer the question based on how you understand um, the issues that I will be discussing in the assignment. So I expect you guys to do that, but also beyond that, to just cite, citing, it's an important uh, um, exercise in the academic world. So you guys expected to cite when you write your schoolwork. But beyond that, the assignment, when you present it, it should be presented like this. The first page should be um, could be your table of content, or even before that, just to say assignment one, your name and surname, student number, and things like that. But I also expect you guys to have a declaration page after the first page, wherein you sign that the work that we see in the document is your work. And in cases where you would have went out to seek answers, you would have referenced uh, um, the authors, a table of content as well. Like I said, I expect you guys to apply your own understanding on the terminologies and put contextualization, and to give some sort of real life scenarios in your answers. For instance, when we ask you what TikTok is, this is an example. You should be able to say TikTok, uh, it's a social media space which people are used for this and that. And in doing that, they should be able to give us how it is used for any other reason. But also at the end, I want also you guys to do referencing uh, as you go by. So you will see that when you go to the learning units, there are some places where you're expected to open a link through where you go into a site where you'll be able to read on issues and understand some terminologies. For instance, there's a link which takes you into a video which explains what the media is. So we also expect you to do the same in your own word. But just beyond that, the media is just uh, a combination of mediums, which is could be radio, TV, online, or newspapers, which are used to convey messages, which are used to convey communications, which are used to, or as platforms for people to use for work. I mean, even the one that we're using now, it's a media platform what we are using to communicate through as teachers and students. So I expect you to do that, but also you're expected to list the media that you see in the video, and in your own ways describe how people use this media. So you'll see that when you open that link, it will be a couple of media in their own different formats, and you must tell us how they are used by people. But also beyond that, list the medias first before you can explain. And that video also mentions the uses and gratification theory. So instead of going to the discussion forum for this module to explain what this theory is, I want you to write in the assignment. You should be expected to write what the users and gratification theory is about. There's also a part where you're expected to give an extensive discussion on why the internet is not considered a mass medium in Africa, and you have to substantiate your answer. One of the reasons is that Africa, because it's a developing country, some areas in far-flung communities still struggle to have infrastructure like your Wi-Fi and things like that, which means that then the internet can't be a mass medium in Africa. It's not like radio, which almost every person, wherever they are, have access to and can really use that for communication or as a medium for the masses. Mass media means a medium which can accommodate majority of the masses. The masses is us, the masses is people who are in Tubatuba, who are in Venda, who are in Palabora, who are in the Eastern Cape, in Mount Fletch, in the Cape Flats and all. These are the mass media. These are the masses, I mean. So a mass medium is the one that caters for all these people in these different areas. So I'll expect you guys to substantiate why you think the internet is not dead. Mm. You also expected to discuss or provide a detailed discussion on each of the 7 elements or criteria for newsworthiness. One of those is timing, significance, proximity, prominence, conflict, consequence, and human interest. So, for something to be of news value, it should meet a certain standard. One of those things is that there should be a consequence in that happening, such that when something happened, we must just say it ended in this, then it becomes news. When we speak about proximity, is that something becomes news when it happens in your area or in your surrounding. So something that happens where you are staying, you care about that because it will somehow affect your livelihood or your day-to-day life. So if the bridge through which you drive through to work from your home is broken and now cars can't pass, that becomes news for you because it hits home, is very close to you. You might not care about what happens in the next village, that you think it's not news, but when it happens in your surrounding, it becomes news. Also, something called conflict. Conflict means that there should be two sides which are almost in not in agreement. I'll give you an example. There's a gentleman who owns a private security company in KZN. He went to the media and spoke very negative about the provincial commissioner Tlatlam Kwanas, and St. Tlatlam Kwanas is corrupt, is involved with dodgy people and things like that. So because there's a conflict between the two people, it becomes news that such an issue then qualifies to be in the news. Human interest should be something that makes you feel like where a moment where you just go like shame, I wish things didn't happen to in this way, or I wish things could be better. For instance, if there's a dog which let's say it was born or with a broken leg, that's almost like a human interest story. It touches you. It might not change your life, but for the dog to have to get assistance and then now it works perfectly, it becomes a human interest issue. So in that case, then you care about the dog's well-being. It becomes a human interest story. That becomes a story. Another one would be significance. Significance basically means um, how much of importance such an issue is that you should care about that, and then it becomes news. Another one would be prominence. Like I said, people who are we call celebrities or who are in the public eye, they are prominent people to an extent that when something happens to them, we care about that, then it becomes news. So that's what we mean by that. Could be expected to list 3 papers that are this in the area where you live. I can explain how these publications apply any of the 7 elements of newsworthiness in their front page stories. This question, it's a general question. You'll say that, do you read the newspaper daily basis? Yes, and that's that, whatever. So also look at that. But also expected to explain what breaking news is and give a suitable example of breaking news story. Breaking news is something that just happened now. When we say something is breaking, like it just happened now. So read about that and explain what that is. What is soft news and give relevant examples. Soft news might not be what we refer to as hard news, might not be crime stories, or any other violent story, could be any other story, which is worth really watching. It's a soft news. And also, it's a question on social media and public relations. Some of these questions could move to assignment too, but you'll be expected to click to a link so you can see what that is about. For instance, this says, open this link and complete the questions that follow. List the top four stories, the top four social media sites, how many people access these sites and things like that. Um, those are very, like I said, those are very easy to understand. Write down two social media sites that you see, so that one should be able to go through. And then the next section also speaks about the social media, like what do you understand about social media, 5 marks. So when you give the answers, just be cognizant of the mark allocation, because that will tell you of how far you need to explain a matter so that you can get marks on that. Do you think organization should be on social media? That's also a question that you expected to answer. How can organization benefit from being on social media? Why is it important for public relations practitioners to follow trends, social media, and things like that? So yeah, that's what I prepared for you guys. We'll have another class on Monday. I'll send the time for you guys. It will be between 5 and 6. So it means I'll send you a link for that. But like I said, if you want something regarding the class, some clarity, you can mail it to me. My email is there. It's hlung1@unisa.ac.za. Dr. Sligan, who's the team member for this module, is also there. You can see his email. So yeah, make use of this. Make use of the support that we offer you guys. Make use of the learning unit, and that will assist you guys to pass. Thanks a lot.